Hey everybody, welcome back to Breakfast with Bob from CLASH Daytona. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by the NASCAR Foundation, Daytona International Speedway, USA Triathlon, Aquasphere, and Varlo. Our next guest, Jonas Schomburg, joins us. How you doing, Jonas?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So it's an honor. I just got home from Germany. I got back to the States from Germany, and then do you head back home after this race?
No, I do actually spend some time in Girona, 2 days, and then I came here just this night. And so
Okay.
Still a bit jet lagged, but
Yes.
but
And then when the race is over on Friday, when do you go home to Germany?
probably next week. Yeah.
So stay around, maybe go to Disney World.
Saturday afternoon, I'm heading back already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were at CLASH Miami last year and got 9th place. Was that
Yes.
one of your first longer distance races?
First ones, yes.
It was.
It was, but it was a learning experience. I mean, holding the position on the bike was harder than I expected.
Yes.
And there were actually some turns, and so even here.
Yes, and there was a lot of wind.
Yes, and then Sam Long passed me, and I was like, Ditlev passed me. I was like, wow, these guys
have power.
They have power.
Yes.
So my run was way off after that bike. So
Right.
we will see if I can learn something, or I have to adapt my pace here a bit, because pacing is crucial here. Probably.
Yeah. What in terms of the training with? I mean, because you've done WTCS races in Yokohama, in Leeds, in Hamburg, and Cagliari. Did you have much time to train?
Unfortunately not. Still chasing points for Olympics.
Yeah.
Big goal is Paris 2024.
Right.
So there was no much time for preparation here. So
it's just fun. You come here for fun.
Actually, the first time after Miami, I'm back on the TT now.
Yes.
So the fitness is there, but the positioning gonna be key, I think, from the bike. Like
Yes.
holding the position for 1 hour. It's slightly shorter than Miami. That gives some thumbs up, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, in Miami, you had a chance to get out of the saddle a little bit. There
Yes.
was some turns and some bike handling that came in, which was good for you.
Yeah.
Based on your ITU, you have to be, WTCS, you have to be a good bike handler.
Christian actually told me, he gave me some advice for the race in Abu Dhabi now. And it was like, when they're coming from the tailwind, just pedal stroke. So for relaxing. And it was like, that's good to have some advice.
Yeah. So with the Olympics, what do you have to do? Next year is a test event, right? So how do you have to do a test event to potentially make your team?
So there are certain criteria.
Yes.
Each federation had them. And for the German, it's top 8 or best German, and top 8 in Paris.
Right.
That's one spot. And then in Pontevedra, the Grand Final, end of the year, also top 8. And
top 8.
Top 8.
And that's realistic for you.
That's it, yeah. I think with a breakaway, we can do, I think, and especially with the French guys, they're really on fire at the moment.
Right, yes.
So, and I heard the Vince is going to have some influence on the race course, so I might have a chat with him, and we will see.
Vincent helps design the French course.
Yes.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
He should, he should have that ability. What do you look at as your best ITU race so far, or WTCS race?
I think this year was pretty consistent, but not the big one. The breakthrough race didn't happen this year. So it was always close, and there was always something beforehand or in the race wasn't ideal. But if I look at the race in the number, I did I probably had 10 races, and then all over the world, and it was pretty consistent, and then it gives me some hope for next year. I can do another step forward.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's your coach?
It's I'm training in Belgium, in Girona in Spain with the Belgian coach Glenn.
Okay.
At the PTC with Martin van Riel is in the group, and he was most of the time injured this year.
Right.
So there was a big bummer for me and the whole group.
Yeah.
With ankle, it's always it takes longer than you expect.
What got you into triathlon?
Actually, I did gymnastics when I was young.
Gymnastics? You're a big guy for gymnastics.
So I got too tall, and I said, you have to change.
So that was it.
Yeah, my dad was actually professional triathlete for Germany.
Really?
From when the 90s. And
yes.
And his last race was probably the qualification in 2000
for the Olympics.
Yes.
Okay.
He just missed it, and my brother and me, we started then triathlon after gymnastics.
After gymnastics, and when did you think, okay, I could be good at this, and maybe I should go pro?
Actually, there was a fluent, like after school, we went to South Africa with my whole family for 2 years, and I stayed there, trained there, and then did some professional racing. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was kind of good fun, and really enjoyed it, and really enjoyed the training with my brothers, and then the training, the racing, and step by step, and then I got into the national team, and now racing almost 10 years already all over the world.
And your brothers, do they still race?
No, they started to study.
Yes.
And there was not too much time anymore.
It's hard.
Me, I was focusing more on the Olympics.
Yes.
I did it in last year in Tokyo.
Yes.
So, but I want a better result. So that's what I'm aiming for next year or in 2 years already. Yeah.
And how old are you?
28 now.
You're still a young guy.
Best time of the triathlon, they say 28 to 30, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just getting going.
Yes.
What are your goals here for Saturday? Or for Friday?
Friday, yeah, we see. It's having fun for sure. I don't have too much expectation with my bike.
Yeah, because you haven't spent much time on the TT bike, yeah.
But I think all the other guys have also a long season, and it's good to have fun and just give it a go.
And then you'll, this will be it. This is the end of the season.
That's it, and then in 2 weeks we're gonna do the preparation.
Start the training camp for next year.
Yes, already.
So not really much time off.
No time off.
Wow, is that from the German Federation, or is that the camp that you do?
No, I'm doing my first camp with my family in South Africa.
Okay.
On my own, and then we start in Namibia and the first altitude camp with the federation. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's okay. I mean, Christian said he never takes a day off.
No.
The Norwegians, they are another level.
They are another level. And it's going to be interesting to go from long distance to short distance. It's one thing to go from short to long, but trying to get the speed back. But Christian and Gustav, Christian looked
they did pretty well.
They did pretty well in the last couple of races.
Impressive.
Yeah, very impressive considering, yes. Do you see yourself going for longer distance? You like this? More of the longer distance racing?
Yes, after Paris.
Yes.
Probably more and more the PTO and the longer distance.
Yes.
And then it's good fun. I really like it. And just don't have with those schedule with the ITU the amount of numbers of racing. It's not much time for some races like this. So I will try to squeeze it in.
Well, it'll be interesting next year. They'll be doing more PTO races. They'll be doing more, with the CLASH will be doing more events. It's like everybody is adding races, and it gives you guys more options.
Yeah.
But sometimes maybe too many options.
Yes. And it's crucial to have a structure still and get the training done.
Right.
You can't do it all, but you want to perform them, Yeah.
Jonas, thank you so much for taking time. Have yourself a great race on Friday.
Thank you for having me here.
Pleasure. Really, I'm sure we'll be chatting a lot more over the years to come.
All right.
Especially when you move to long distance after.
I hope so.
After your Paris experience.
Yes.
Love it. Jonas Schomburg has been our guest, everybody. Again, Breakfast with Bob from CLASH Daytona. Hold on. We'll be right back.